Welcome. Finally, I'm gonna review my new challenge lock in this really nice box. We'll go out to stereo lock as soon as I'm done filming and picking this lock and taking it apart one last time. So let's get into it. This is a REG male, US male. It is called REG pain male. It is not so difficult, but I had to drill out here the screw, or there wasn't a screw. I had to drill it out and modify it and everything. I also just enjoy this beautiful lock for a second here. And usually here's a counting wheel. This one is broken. Right now you can read the Panda-Frog. And I cut this key out of an old metal. This is an actual keyhole, a metal plate. I brushed it a little and I cut this key to fit. If I use the right side, I believe. No, it was correct. And it works perfectly, as you can see. It was quite challenging, but it was okay. And when you turn the key, you can read REG pain. I overturned the mail. You cannot go back because there's a blocking pin. So again, REG pain mail. I think it's a cool feature. I got some extra spare screws and stuff if something's not going right and you fuck up the little thingy in here. So yeah, that's basically my new challenge lock, and I have a little logbook to it, REG, some instruction here, my email address and some features. Don't mind my handwriting. I got my little stickers here, my new one. I waited for the stickers, to be honest. And I already filled out the logbook because I picked it today. I picked it before, but I will pick it today for you. And this will be the first entry in the logbook. And I hope Stereo will continue and send it on to a trustworthy picker after himself. So let's get this in a vise, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so now let's try to pick this, and after the picking we will take it apart. Doesn't really matter where you tensioning it, because you need a very, very long pick to get to the first pin. First one, nothing. Little click out of 2. As you see, I'm on my first pin and it's already here, so I'm pretty deep in there. Nothing on 1. 2 is still okay. There was 3. I think that sounded set, and I got a little false set here, I believe. So let's go back to 1. This one is springy now. Going back to 2. Okay, so yes, you see, it's not too difficult. It's more about the beauty of the lock than of the difficulty. It is open, as you can see. And let's lock it back up. Of course, we have to unscrew it anyways. Let me get a pinning tray here and a screwdriver. This is a pretty long screw. It's about 28 centimeters. Try to use the right screwdriver. Don't mess up the screw. They are spare. There's one cut spare and one uncut spare screw. So this one is also cut and drilled basically. And this is just a plate to put on there. I have a spare one also in there. So when you take it off, you have to be careful, because springs are right here and there's another one. So be careful when you take it off. As you can see, let me zoom in for this part. I like to use a pick and hold them down, or hold them back a little. So this is the housing, as you can see. Here we got the springs, and this is the holding pin, so the blocking that you cannot go back. And I need some tweezers, I would say. Let me get a tweezer. Well prepared, that boy here. Ow. So this is the one pin that's blocking the rotation back, so we don't mind too much about that one. Take out that spring, and we want to take out that spring here. Oh, sorry, completely out of focus. So let's get the counter rotation pin here. That's the one. So let's try to get chamber 1. And you see the pins are pretty long. I have to knock it a little, because sometimes they don't want to come out. Then I need to push them out a little. Okay, let's remove pin. No, there we go. Let me rotate here. I'm still missing one pin. You see the pins are really, really long. Yeah, I see him. There he was. There he is. So this is a pin configuration. It is not too fancy. Okay, it's not too fancy. Don't expect too much. It's not too difficult. Knows more about the log. So what I did, also I created this little brass colored 3D print. where you can see the name on it. It's put on here. Can take it off, but just leave it, it's fine. And my drill wasn't perfect, but it worked out. So we got this part, we got this part, got our little screw. Let's put it this way so you can see nice and shiny. I will put it back together and pack it up and send it out to Starlog. So let's get back everything. Make sure the key works. Let's do it this way. Oh yeah, that's why I needed another tapered. I remember now. If it's not working too good with the pin, just give it a couple taps and then it will set it. So this is a counter rotation blocking pin. You don't need to pick it, but it's there. And when you put it back on, make sure to push down the springs with a pick. Alright? Not like that. Or also what you can use, what I sometimes use, is a shim. Let me see, where do I have a shim? There's a shim. You just put it on under like this. And then it will slide. It should slide down, and now I broke the spring. Now I have to fix the spring really quick. Now I have problems with this lock, huh? Make sure it's under here, both. You don't want to mess up the springs. If you do, just replace the spring. And the screw is a little fiddly. I actually gonna use the other one. And let's test the key. Still works. Very nice. That was the REG Chainmail challenge lock made by Panda-Frog. Going to a stereo lock and hope it will rotate and people will fill out my little logbook. And thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.